Welcome to my kcse revision channel, Teacher Marita, Grigol Boys High School. Kindly subscribe my channel. You click the notification bell such that you get notified once I upload a new video. Today we are looking at the mathematics vision questions on trigonometry 3. Questions normally which does not miss in any cases examination. So they have been set in a quite a number of years. In almost every year, the question is set from the trigonometry. Now we have a question here that solve for x. In this x now we have 4 sine x plus 20, which is equivalent to 3, and the range of x is between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So how can you solve for x here in this case? So solving for x in this question here, solving for x, you just have that solving for x, you will just have first of all that there is 4 sine in x plus 20, which is equivalent to 3. So we are supposed to divide both sides by 4. So here you divide by 4 and this one you divide by 4. So we remain with the sine in this case. Sine x plus 20, this one will be equivalent to 3 over 4. So after dividing like that one, we are now supposed to find the sine inverse in both sides. So if you find the sine inverse of sine inverse and this sine will cancel, and then now we remain here with x, in this case, plus 20, which will be equivalent to the sine inverse of 3 over 4. And the sine inverse of 3 over 4, if you work this one from your calculator on the mathematical table, you will get us 48 points. So this one will give us 48.59. So the very first step, you check if you have the sine, you will find the sine inverse in both sides. If you will have the cos, you will have the cos inverse in both sides. If you have the tangent, then you will find the tan inverse on both sides. That is step 1. Another very important part is now using the unit circle, because here we have been given the sign here is positive. If the sign is positive, then we need to have a unit circle, and then we see on that quadrant where is sign positive. So we have a unit circle. So you will have a unit circle. Having a unit circle like this, all the trigonometric here are positive. The sign is already positive here. Tangent is positive. Cosine is positive. This is the first, second, third, and fourth. Remember, we are moving on this direction. So the sign is positive here. Where does it allow this quadrant? Can it allow the first quadrant, second, third, or the fourth? So if it is positive, it means that all of them in the first quadrant are positive. So we find in the first quadrant, we can have a sign which is positive. So we can have this acute angle. The acute angle in the first quadrant as 48, in this case, 0.59. And again, the sign is positive in the second quadrant. On the third quadrant, only the tangent is positive, meaning that the sign is also, we have, and the sign is positive here. So the sign is here is positive, so it is positive here. So we can also have in the second, it can also lie in the second quadrant. So we have this one as 48.59. So we can only be having in the third quadrant, because the tangent is positive here, meaning that the sign is negative, so it cannot lie there. On the fourth quadrant, the cosine is positive. If the cosine is positive, it means our tangent is our sign is negative, therefore it cannot lie there. So our solution now we can find in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant. So having identified where it can lie in this quadrant, we can now write that x plus 20 will be equivalent to, from the first quadrant, we have 48.59. From the fourth quadrant, from the second quadrant, we are moving like this. So this is our circle, and our circle is equivalent to 180 degrees. So we have the acute angle as 48.59. So the second one now we can have 180 because we are moving from here to here. We subtract now 48.59, which will give us 131. So we have this one as 131.41 degrees. So our second one now we have from the second quadrant, we have 131.41, in this case, degrees. So we can now, x plus 20 is equals to this one. So we can have now x is equivalent to be 48.59. Here is a positive. If it closes to equal signs, now becomes a negative. If we subtract that, the value of this one here, we have this one as 28.59 degrees. So this one is from the first quadrant. From the second quadrant, we have x is equals to be 131.41. We subtract 20, and this one is giving us 1, 1, 1. In this case, 0.41 degrees. So from here, you conclude that x is equals to be 28.59 degrees, or x is equals to 111.41 degrees. So you use a unit circle, then that is how you can get this question correct. So we have another one here. This is kcse 1998. You can check on kcse Made Familiar. We have that cos 3 theta plus 120 is equivalent to a root of 3 divided by 2. And this theta is between the range of 0 degrees and 180 degrees. So that is what we have on that range. So we write this one as a cos. So what did you do first? I said that if you have followed my earlier videos, I said that we have the cos, you just find the cos inverse on both sides. If you have the tangent, you just find the tan inverse on both sides. If we have the sine, then you are supposed to find the sine inverse on both the sides. So in this case here, we have cos into 3 theta plus 120, which will be equivalent to the root of 3 all over 2. What are we supposed to do? You find the cos inverse on this side, and then you find another cos inverse on this side. So if you find the cos inverse here, the cos inverse and the cos will cancel out. So you remain with 3 theta. You remain with 3 theta plus now 120, which will be equivalent to, that one will be equivalent to, you find the cos inverse of, in this case now, root 3 all over 2. That is it. So you can take your calculator and you divide, you find the root 3 all over 2, then you find the cos inverse. And if that you find that cos inverse, it will just give this one as 30 degrees. So this one we call it the principal angle. So our principal angle is equivalent to P, in this case 30 degrees. Another very important part of this question now is using the unit circle. That is when you will get the correct answers on this question. So if you use the unit circle, we can have our unit circle here. So if we have our unit circle, We have our unit circle. So we have all of them are positive. The sine is positive. The tangent is positive. The cosine is positive. And what we have here, you check here, what we have here is positive. So if what we have here is positive and this is the cos, then we are supposed to check on this unit circle, on the quadrant, where is the cos positive in this quadrant. So where can we find our solution in this unit circle? So in this unit circle, all of them here are positive. So we can find in the first quadrant. So we have that principal angle here and that acute angle there as 30 degrees. The sign is positive, meaning the cosine and the tangent are negative. Therefore, it cannot lie on the second quadrant. On the third quadrant, the tangent is positive. If the tangent is positive, it means the sine and the cosine are negative. Therefore, it cannot lie here because here we have as positive. Then on the fourth quadrant, the cosine is positive, meaning the sine and the tangent are negative. So we can also find on the fourth quadrant. So we have it there. So from here, from the first quadrant, so if we start moving on this direction, so we have the first quadrant. So we write now here as 3 theta in this case plus 120. This one will be equivalent to. From the first quadrant we have 30 degrees. That is what we have. From the fourth quadrant, we are just moving from there up to here, like that. So here we have a reflex angle, a complete circle of 360 degrees. Complete circle of 360 degrees, but our principal angle here it is 30 degrees. So we take 360 degrees minus the principal angle. So in this case, you take 360. In this case, you subtract 30. Therefore, that one will give us 300. It will give us 330. So this one is giving us 300. We have that one as 330. There is another thing I want you to understand here. So another thing what I want you to understand, our range is between 0 degrees and 180. But now in this case we have our 3 theta there. So if we have this as our range which is between 0 degrees, so instead of having theta we have now this one as 3 theta, then we have 180 degrees. Now, if we multiply both sides by 3, so if you take 0 times 3, you will have 0 degrees. Then we have 3 theta. Then we take 3 times 180. This one is giving us 540 degrees. So it means that we move a complete circle. So we are having 3 angles here. So the first one is 30 degrees. The second one is 330 degrees. The fourth one now, our range, the third one, our range now, it is from, we are working on the range between 0 degrees and 540. So check that one very well. So it means that now the first one we get it 30 degrees, the second one is that one, the other one now we move from 0 degrees all throughout a complete circle where we have 360 to 540. In this case here now, we just move. We are just moving and we move here. We add 30 degrees here. So if we have 30 degrees there, if we have 30 degrees, we can have 390. So if we move up to here, so we are moving 3. So the first one, it is 30 degrees. The second one will come up to here, which is 360 minus 30. The fourth one now we move a complete circle of 360, then we have 30 degrees. So we have this one as 300, can have that one as 390. So those are our 3 possible solutions from this unit circle. Then now from there, Solving for theta, we have that 3 theta is equals to P. If you can take this 120 minus 30 minus 120, this one is giving us negative 30 degrees. This one minus that one is giving us so we are having that one as we can have that one as, we take this one on this side, we subtract, so we have this one as 210. Then on the last one, we subtract this one here. So this one is giving us 270 degrees. So you divide this one by 3. Here you divide by 3. This one you divide by 3. This one you divide by 3. So theta is equivalent to, so you can get this one as, so this one is 90. This one is 90. So this one is 90 degrees here. Sorry, this one is 90. So this one is giving us negative 30. So we have this one negative 30. This one is giving us 70 degrees. This one is giving us 90 degrees. So what is our theta? If you check our range, the range is between 0 degrees and 180. This one here is a negative, so we drop this negative because it becomes negative 30. So our value of theta is 70 degrees and in this case 90 degrees because of the range between 0 degrees and 180 degrees. So you have followed this calculation, how it is being done. You can see that this is the easiest questions that as students you will not ever miss in an examination. You do a lot of practice and then you will be enjoying when you will be doing the exam. You follow my channel, you click the notification bell, you subscribe, you get notified once I upload a new video. Thank you for watching.